Fork, please.
Yo, what up, fam? This is your boy, CuZo Smif.
And this is Brother.
Yes, and we're back after the hiatus. And of course, we had to go ahead and come back and talk about the smack that was heard across the world. At least that's what they call it.
Dude, people are desperate. People are desperate for cool news at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about it? Do you think it was wrong? Do you think it was right? I feel like everybody just kind of sat there and accepted that Chris Rock got slapped.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you've been sleeping under a rock, that's kind of funny. But nah, for real. If you haven't heard, at the Academy Awards, that was this past weekend, Will Smith had smacked Chris Rock because Chris Rock decided to tell a joke about Jada Pinkett, hair, which was not by choice. It was, cause of alopecia.
It wasn't even that good of a joke. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. How you feel? Because I know I'm getting the raw. How you felt?
It wasn't even that funny or that insulting of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I feel there could have been a lot funnier and a lot more offensive jokes that would have merited a slap. I don't know if there was some stuff going on with them beforehand or what.
Yeah. So previously, Chris Rock said something about Jada Pinkett back in 2016. Pretty much about her, ditching the Oscars. Yeah, it is the Oscars. Yeah, ditching the Oscars back in 2016. And he was pretty much saying that, you not coming to the Oscars is like, me being invited into Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. You know what I'm saying? So
man, she's still holding a grudge 7 years later.
I mean, you gotta understand, I'm not on either side. It's just the fact that, I don't know, I just think it was just too much. I don't think I would have slapped that man. I don't think I would have slapped Chris Rock at all. I probably would have laughed it off. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many people who's just looking for a woe is me, right now. And it's
how so?
Because it's almost so annoying because if that's the line that we can't cross I'm saying we the line that comedians can't cross, then it's what is comedy? You feel what I'm saying? And it's bro, that was just probably the weakest bald head joke I ever heard, but it just hit because I don't know, it was just that moment, you know what I'm saying? And we could have just went on past the shit.
While I think that a lot more issues should just be solved by just fighting each other with fists instead of worrying about guns, or even worse, we got countries on the other side of the globe kind of blowing shit up, and whatnot.
Russia versus Ukraine.
Yeah. So for me, I almost kind of find the fact that we're getting so up in a tussle about somebody slapping someone to be hilarious, Mm-hmm. But I also get it. He totally shouldn't have done that. Even in an act of passion, you're a professional, you're worth many, many millions of dollars. A lot of people look up to you as a role model.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. You got your brand to worry about.
That was my whole entire thing. People look up to him.
Agents lost their shit.
Oh, totally. But that's my whole thing. I think that, the fact that a lot of people do look up to him, in an inspiring light, is just seeing him slap somebody. You can either take it as he's human and he fucked up, or you can take it as, okay, well, this is a flaw that, we now have on Will Smith. You feel me? Because, in hindsight, we may look at him as this perfect role model. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of us. I'm just saying there's some out there that look at him as this perfect role model. And now there's a stain. You feel what I'm saying? To me personally, that ain't that bad of a stain. I look at it as, a guy talked about Will's wife and he got smacked up. It just so happened to be at a public spot. That's just how I look at it.
Could it have been fake?
Huh?
Could it have been fake?
It definitely could have been fake.
More publicity than they've gotten in a long time.
I'm not dismissing that. That shit definitely could have been fake. Cause you gotta think about it. Will popping right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody look at him as like a welcome mat, walking all over him. You know what I'm saying? Treating him like shit, whether it be verbal or whether it be physical. You know what I'm saying? People been treating this man like shit. Like, let's be real. But I think him doing this will allow people to, you know, back off, you know, him with the jokes and understand that he ain't playing, you know? He's not Mr. Nice Guy all the time.
I mean, he was in Bad Boys, right?
Exactly. Motherfuckers say that, you know, they invited Mike Lowry. They didn't invite Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But let's get on to something, you know, a little bit funny, but, you know, it's kind of serious, but it's funny as hell. Blac Chyna reportedly had to return, you know, some cars because, you know, she late on them payments. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it's already assumed that she's going at her baby daddy saying, like, yo, I ain't getting no money from him, or whatever the case may be. What you think about that? Because both of them chimed in.
They're fucking celebrities. Why the fuck is either one of them even paying child support to begin with? And if you're fucking broke and you're a celebrity like that, that doesn't mean anything for anybody else other than you're a dumb fuck.
I think that's literally what it is. It's like, if we're being honest, right? Say that, you know, she's some regular, I don't even want to say that. Like, I don't want to say a regular baby mom, but like the baby mom who's lived the day-to-day basis, you feel me? Or have day-to-day, you know, type baby daddies. They're not asking for the kind of money that these guys are giving this lady. You feel what I'm saying? Rob say he paid $40K, you know, a year just for school. That's just for school. You feel what I'm saying? And Tyga, what he said? No. Rob said 37. Rob said 40. Tyga said 40K. You feel what I'm saying? So this bitch getting $77,000 a year just off, you know, school. Because in my mind, I know for a fact she's not just
blowing money.
Yeah, she's not giving that money to the kids. Ain't no way.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up that something like that even exists when you're that rich, right?
The fact that you can even get a number like that. And I think that's fucked up. Like, why does it have to be up to, you know, how much that man make, or, you know what I'm saying, his salary or whatever the case may be? Stay out of my pockets. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we're not together in the first place. Because, like, if we're together, then yes, you could be in my pockets. But if we're not together and you're my baby mom, stay out of my pocket. You get exactly what the rest of these damn baby mamas get out here.
It should.
I don't know.
Especially if the mother has, like, enough money to take care of the child.
Yeah.
It should be percentage based and paid directly to where the child needs it, not to, like, mom's pocketbook.
I mean, excuse me for saying this, but Blac Chyna might have to get back to popping pussy.
I mean, she's clearly not making good decisions now. Why start?
Exactly. Speaking of bad decisions, Putin decides to continue to, you know, go through Ukraine and blow shit up. This is terrible. This is
Nobody
terrible.
can do anything. What do we do?
I guess sit there and let Ukraine get taken. And that's my thing. Like, we did all this huss and fuss. You sent all our fucking money over there just for them to still go take that shit. And that's really why Biden, his approval rating has dropped tremendously. And I think that's really why. Shit. And we ain't even got to talk about Biden. It's really the fact of, if you are a person, right, and you got $1 trillion in your bank account, okay, and you got somebody who ain't really necessarily been fighting for himself, trying to come up, trying to do better for his life, you feel me? And he constantly asking you for some bread, so, you know what I'm saying, he can pay for his protection. I'm not doing that shit. That sounds nutty to me.
What, like them giving the ability that we're giving money to Zelensky and Ukraine for weapons and whatnot?
Yeah, and it's like, this is the thing, bro. Like, it's just like with, who Who was it? Was it Afghanistan? We were just giving
Everywhere else
just
we've been.
handing shit. We were just giving shit away. You know what I'm saying? Like people are hungry here. People are starving and poor here.
Dude, that's how the war machine runs. Like people, you're right. You're right. People are hungry here, but also at the same time, all of that money, people have to make that stuff, and the gears turn, and people make money off of it, all through. Like, and that's not just the top of the chain. That's all through the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, but I just think it's really foolishness. You know, at the end of the day, because it's like if you help your people here, you feel what I'm saying? We can actually go out and do better than fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Destruction. What happened to negotiation?
Did you not hear that on Monday they are suspecting that one of the Russian negotiators and the Ukrainian negotiators were poisoned. So that's what happened in negotiation.
Was poison?
So I completely understand your point, but at the same time, and from a global perspective, if Ukraine falls, that's going to be some shit. That's going to be some real shit, and nobody can actually do anything outside of send money and like weapons and aid.
Yeah.
Because it's a humanitarian crisis, but no country in NATO can go in there. If any country from NATO goes in Ukraine to go fight, we are in fucking World War III.
Right.
Like, World War III with the biggest nuclear carrier, like, in the world. So, yes, you are right. We could use that money here. But at the same time, basically all of NATO is just superpowering Ukraine's arms as much as humanly possible, because structurally it's not going to be good if Ukraine loses. But at the same time, nobody can truly help.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know, my boy said bottom line, Putin is going to do what he wants. And that's just what it looks like, bro. Because he done sat down with them probably like 2-3 times. Like, nah, we'll chill. And then he bombed their ass. And I'm like, yo, like, this man, he's a psychopath.
He's a bitch.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll hear me somehow through the waves. Vladimir Putin, quit being a bitch.
Yeah, and then that's my thing. Like, he a sneaky bitch, too. He a real sneaky one. I guess, you know what I'm saying, him and I don't know, he just been doing a lot of bullshit behind closed doors, and now it's coming into light, and he's trying to cover it up. I believe it's specifically the 7 hours and what is it?
7 hour 37-minute gap.
Yes, so that thing right there. Trump continues to be, you know, relevant whether he's in office or not. And I know they say the same thing about, you know, Obama and Bush and Clinton. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, shit. Like, he's just gonna do anything, whatever it really takes. And I think that he's gonna have the he's gonna be allowed to run in 2024. We know this. You know what I'm saying?
We need to quit talking about him. Like, not on the show right now.
No, I'm saying, like, I know that. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's, what can you do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what can you possibly do? He's speaking to people who have money and who are passive aggressive and who will sneakily, like, just be racist. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. They have the money, and what does money do? It has the power and control. You feel me? That's what it gives you.
Dude, if there's something like in Russia's pocket, them being racist is going to be the least of our fucking problems.
Yeah. But you got to think about how many other people across the world that hate that shit too, who might come in and then fuck him up. And then now our cabinet is a bunch of dumb bitches who were next in line. Because, right, if somebody hurt him, don't that mean vice president is in line, right? Okay. So that's why I said, you kill one dumb fuck, then, you know what I'm saying, now you got to deal with the rest of them. Either way.
I think Trump...
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
I think Trump is like Voldemort. The more we talk about him, the man feeds off publicity. I mean, he always has. That's the reason he won last time and almost won again. I think the more that people talk about him, even with negative stuff, even like the Trump cover-up and stuff, the more publicity he gets, the more his fan base will love it. Plain and simple. Whether or not you could say, hey, we have irrefutable proof that he rapes babies, they'd be like, oh no, that's just some shit. That's some cover-up shit.
That's fake news.
Shit. Trump, yeah. So whenever you think about retweeting stuff like that, just remember that his fan base and his voter base currently thrive off of antagonistic actions. So if it looks like, oh, they're trying to throw shade, and by throw shade I mean actual evidence against him, they're just going to be nope, completely blind to it and do what they want, which is whatever him and his pundits say.
So my buddy said it's some Americans that are actually fighting and joining the Ukrainian army. So, he could see it becoming a Call of Duty soon. Oh! So, wait, so it's on Call of Duty? So you think that, do you think that there's some kind of... Okay. But no, this is my question. Who does this benefit? Is really my question. Because it's is bodies on the line. You feel what I'm saying? So it's who does this really benefit?
Russia. 110% Russia. So if you look at a map, capturing Ukraine not only gives them a lot of key places like ports, cities, railways, but on top of that, it puts them closer to not only the other NATO countries, but it puts them closer to Moldova, which is not a NATO country, but has always been neutral.
Yeah.
But that don't mean they can't fucking take it.
True.
So if you look...
Oh, shit. Yeah, that happened. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me a charger. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. I'll let my shit die. We had such a good conversation. Zo, what you doing, man? Oh, shit, where's the charger? Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Oh, that was so good. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, we back in action. Give me a couple of seconds. Yes, we're back. We're back.
And we're back.
Yes. Okay, so what you were saying? Do you remember what you were saying?
Yeah. So basically, at what point does mankind, at what point of sophistication do we not conquest everywhere anymore?
Wait, where did we not conquest? Where haven't we?
No, when does the urge for conquest leave mankind?
Oh, it doesn't.
At what point of satisfaction for the majority of people are we kind of okay, everything's kind of locked in, we're gonna keep it like this for the time being? Will that ever go away? Cause
you got to think about it. at this point, it's a lot of people who are folding that are supposedly on the good side. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. Like if you're on, you know, the side of world peace, I would assume that's the good side. You feel what I'm saying? And what sucks is that the people who want good are soft as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like that was the only, huh?
What do you mean?
Okay, for instance, like we need a person, you know what I'm saying, to be able to sit down and talk, but at the same time flex the muscle.
So, I would agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Biden's trying to do that, but he's just old as fuck. I mean, realistically, like, we are doing... we are really squeezing Russia right now. And the sucky part is that it's not going to affect the rich people, a.k.a. Putin and his crew, as much as it is everyday people who are just getting completely fucked over by economic sanctions.
Yeah, because his army getting smoked on the regular. Like, I have never heard of civilians killing majors like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty big. You know, good for Ukraine. Keep fighting.
A good nation is one that if everybody knows how to use a firearm and is smart enough to not use it on themselves or the same people in their country, like, you have a great population. It's really when people are either ignorant of how to use a gun or think of a gun as a tool of power more than a tool of protection, and you get people being dumb.
But like after I think like after all of this ends, like what do you think would be like the outcome? Do you think like Russia just dominated Ukraine and now owns Ukraine, or do you think this is going to be a stalemate?
Dude, I have no clue. I have no clue where this is going. It's kind of terrifying to me. Yeah, if they win, like if they get pushed back, I don't see Russia taking particularly kindly to that. And if they win, the rest of the world's not going to be too happy about that. So,
it's a lot of shit. That's all I know. It's a lot of shit, man. I know gas prices is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to the gas station. I want to say last week, gas is like $3.99, $3.98. This week it is $4.19, $4.20, $4.21.
It won't, and it won't stop for a bit. So just get ready.
Oh, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself, but it ain't working out. But you know what I am mentally preparing myself for is Morbius. Now, they gave Jared Leto another shot after he done fucked up with playing a Joker.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and Suicide Squad. So I'm pretty much happy about that one. Give him another shot. It looks good from the previews, man.
What's it about?
Pretty much, you know, he's a doctor. He wants to be healed. You know what I'm saying? Because he came down with this cancer. Came down with the cancer like it's a flu. But no, he had cancer and he was dying. And then I think he figured out a way to heal himself by using bats. And I guess that shit backfired. But I can't tell everything. I just can't wait to see it. It does drop tomorrow for the big Marvel heads. But I'm watching it on the weekend.
So, listeners, over the past week, our friend Zoe got to try Elden Ring, which, if any of you play games, you'll know what Elden Ring is. It's the latest title from Software. Completely open world, gigantic game, so cool, so big, so mean. So, what'd you feel?
Dude, I don't even have a PS5, but for those who have a PS5 would definitely understand that, bro. This is a cool game. I'm not even mad at it if we being honest. Bro, it's like if you played God of War when they first came out, I'm talking about like with the preview that came with the Xbox. That feeling you had That's the same fucking feeling you have with this game, but that shit is over and over and over again in one game played. Like, one sitting. Like, everything just felt like that. And that's just how I feel about PS5 in general, bro. Like, the graphics, the feeling, like, even... I don't know, man. I just love PlayStation, bro, to be honest.
Dude, you killed it. You did really good, too.
Appreciate that, man. But nah, Sony is really doing this thing. I'm gonna continue. I promise you, I will talk about Sony in every episode. I will get a sponsorship. No, I'm playing.
Dude, if we get sponsored by Sony, I'll have to figure out some more sound effects in here that say Sony periodically.
I'm telling you, bro. I would love a Sony sponsorship. But now, last topic, man. And it kind of made me scratch my head. But then I'm kind of curious of what people would think.
Okay.
Does Chief Keef deserve a Grammy?
Like did he have a new album come out, or like a Lifetime Achievement Grammy?
I would say I think he came out with a project recently. But Coi Leray gave out the idea that he should get a Grammy. But I think that it's a little too late for him to come out to get a Grammy for any project that he's making now. You feel what I'm saying? Because the music that he's making, not a lot of people necessarily want to hear that shit, at the Grammys, or care for that at the Grammys, especially like the people who who vote and do all of the all that shit. It's just,
dude, who would have ever thought that we'd end up at a point where like we're talking about fucking straight up drill music being in the Grammys and getting a Lifetime Achievement. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Chief Keef. Maybe in like a decade or two. I don't know. I think there's a lot more old school hip hop artists that we need to give respect to before we go to Chief Keef. That dude's only like 26 or 27.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it, man. This man is a whole genre behind him. It is a whole thing of music behind him. And not only that, how the fuck is Bruce Arians retiring? Hold on, I'm sorry. I know I have to get off topic real quick. So Tom Brady comes out of retirement for the Bucks. Bruce Arians retires. What the fuck is going on in Tampa?
Dude, what? Really?
God damn it.
Is that bad?
God damn it. No, it fucks up chemistry. It fucks up chemistry. But oh my goodness. That's something else. But yeah, Chief Keef.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck it. Nobody watches Grammys anyways. Give him a Grammy. I mean, I definitely think that he's good. Mm-hmm. And I think that he deserves a Grammy eventually. However, I would like to see him evolve even more before we do that.
Yeah. If he gets a Grammy, it would definitely be Lifetime Achievement. I agree to that. But I think that he will definitely get Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I believe he'll get that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But as far as like getting a Grammy, as far as like just like Artist of the Year, or like you know what I'm saying, Urban Artist of the Year, whatever case you want to put it, you know what I'm saying? Male Artist of the Year, he's not that tier. He's not of that tier. So I don't think that he would get a Grammy. And no one deserves anything, motherfucker. You work for it. You work for it, you win that shit fair and square, and that's that.
And additionally, I mean, and this is gonna be some straight white boy talking here, but like, I don't know, I wouldn't ever have considered like listening to drill or trap music and being like, oh man, the crowning achievement for this is like a Grammy. For me, it's like, I don't know, you want like the most downloaded mixtape or something. And I guess that's the evolution of this genre, and I'm thinking about it in like a very old mentality. But like, yeah, I guess if anything, it's just word vomit.
Yeah.
It's just another genre now. Mm-hmm. So,
But I think that Piff should have just had a damn award ceremony.
Dude,
Y'all had
that
enough
Piff
fans.
Awards. That Piff Awards.
Seriously, what's up with that Piff? That Piff, you know what I'm saying? They had a reward ceremony. Oh yeah, an award ceremony, man. I'm telling you, that shit would be shot the fuck up. You hear me? Cause I'm telling
dude,
you, like,
I
you
wouldn't
know how
go
many,
anywhere near that
you know how many savages will show up, bro. That
I
shit would
would
be crazy,
not go
man.
anywhere near that shit.
I wouldn't dare
That's
go near that
bullshit.
show, man.
That
But-
is a fucking showdown. That's old West style. They're coming
Boy,
out. They're not even gonna have.
nigga,
they're not
you-
even gonna have Glocks. They're gonna bring fucking revolvers and cowboy hats, and they're just gonna shoot down until the number one, the top album of the year, whoever's left up.
Bruh, I'm telling you right now, nigga, you think you saw something when Will slapped Chris, bro. I'm telling you. Let them have a Dat Piff award show, bitch. I just want to see it.
Yeah, where the Dat Piff Awards were held would cause people probably to get shot, right?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause you
have it in
you
Brooklyn.
can't do it
Brooklyn,
just
New
on the
York.
East
That's where you have it. You have it in Brooklyn, New York.
You have it in Brooklyn? Do
Or
you think
Chicago.
the West Coast people would freak out?
Or you have it in Chicago.
If you have it in Chicago, we don't want everybody to die
You
the
feel
second
what I'm
they get
saying?
there.
No, because you gotta think about it. Like, the way it is now, like, if that shit was to really happen, it would be like real life Def Jam Vendetta.
Dude, that would be.
I miss that
it would
fucking
be like,
game, bro.
You know what? Here's my fantasy idea for this. Dat Piff Awards. Okay, we know people are gonna fight.
Yeah.
That's like half the reason we're having it. No guns whatsoever. But combat is 100% allowed.
Ooh.
So people can come in and they could beat the shit. Actually, we'll say no weapons as a whole, because you don't want people getting stabbed. Nobody likes getting stabbed. That's gross.
Yeah, man. Rest
So-
in peace to my boy Draco the Ruler. That's how he died.
Dude,
Rest in peace.
to me, getting shot is like sucks, but getting stabbed, that's like personal. You don't have to know anybody to shoot them, but you have to at least be somewhat familiar with somebody to stab them.
Telling you, man. But we do not condone violence here. You
We do
guys
not
stay
condone
safe.
violence, except unless my Dat Piff Award.
Look, bro, that Piff
That-
Award,
that's-
man. That boy, what's Lyrical Lemonade? I can't think of the guy name. Cole Bennett.
Lyrical.
Hey, make sure you go ahead and catch that, man. Cole Bennett. That man is a young genius. I'm gonna tell you that now.
He doesn't look like he'll win in my Dat Piff Awards though.
Man, and why do I feel like the baby would win every fucking like artist of the year? I just feel like he would.
No, in the mass fight version, you think DaBaby would win out of all of them?
Not out of all of them, but as far as like being an artist, I think that of course they'll give it to him every single year.
Oh no, I'm not saying as an artist. And also, if we're talking about Dat Piff Awards, there are a fuck ton more deserving artists than DaBaby.
Oh, of course it is.
That's my.
I like,
that's
bro.
my-
Like, I personally like, what's this kid name? One Take Jake. You know what I'm saying?
One Take Jake.
Yeah, out of LA, and like, because his bars remind me like of old school bars. It's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Like Boom Bap or like mid 2000s.
Almost like mid 2000s when they would like roast somebody in a song.
Like when Cudi was good.
No, like you remember when Young Jock said "Looking Boy"? You remember that, right?
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
shit.
Oh,
So
yeah, I remember Looking Boy.
he's like that, but all the fucking time.
Okay.
So that's why I said I like his shit, bro. One Take J, bro, out of Cali. Man.
I've been on a big Denzel Curry kick.
Denzel
his
Curry
latest
is
album-
nice. He's
His
lyrical as
latest
fuck.
album's good. You got to represent Florida too.
Yeah. Oh, he's from Florida.
Yeah. He's
Yeah. Yeah, and my boy Monte Miles out of Tampa.
Really?
he's pretty good too.
I'll check him out right now.
Yeah, he did a 2-in-1 recently. I thought that was pretty nice. But the guy Trey Bands, he's pretty nice. Well, he used to rap. That's a friend of mine.
I was about to say, yeah. Didn't I hear?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'll be playing my friends' music. But definitely, like when I get a bigger platform, y'all niggas is coming with me. Better believe it. But yeah, man, that has been the end of the episode, man. I'm your boy CuZo Smif.
And this is Brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all have y'all a good one. April is around. You know what I'm saying? We about 2 months away from summertime. So, you know, your boy working on his body, trying to gain some weight, trying to make sure it stay up. But nah, man, y'all be safe out there.
Give me
Much
my
love,
extra
people.
weight. Don't worry about it.
Hey, man, I might have to take some from you. All right, peace and love.
Bye.
Yes, sir.